Perspective is everything. How you see things is how you will do things. This is a story of three bricklayers. And what it said is that these three bricklayers were asked a question. And the first one was asked, "What are you doing?" And the bricklayer said, "I am laying bricks. I have a family at home to take care of." Then the second bricklayer was approached and he was asked the same question. "What are you doing?" And the bricklayer said that, "I am building a wall. I am a builder and I'm building a wall." Then the third bricklayer was asked the same question. And with pride and enthusiasm, he just looked up and he was saying, it's as if he could have seen what he was building. "I am building the world's most beautiful cathedral." Now, I'm going to ask you a question here. As you hear this story, how does this relate to your purpose and the things you are doing? Your job, maybe, your purpose in life, what are you doing on a daily basis? How do you relate to this? And many people will take this story in different perspective, but I want you to think of purpose here. Think about your job every day that you're doing. Are you like the bricklayer who said that, "I am laying bricks. I have a family to take care of"? Do you show up to work where it's about just, okay, I have to meet my expenses and that's all I'm here to do is to ensure I meet those expenses that I have to take care of? Or are you one who see it as, it's just a career, it's what I do, and that's what I'm here to do? Or do you see it as purposefully, where you can see the end results of something that is greater than you? Can you see the cathedral that you're building? And as leaders, how are you connecting with your team? How are you building that vision for them to see the end result in what they're doing on a daily basis, that you can inspire them with your vision and your mission? Does your team feel that emotional connection to what you're doing? Now ask yourself, what are you building? What are you doing on a daily basis that matters? How do you see it? If you're not inspired by what you're doing on a daily basis, you're not going to bring your heart into it. And if, as leaders, your heart is not in what you're doing, how do you plan to get your team to actually be inspired and on the same page with you? You know, when you see your work as a calling, when you can see that it is something so bigger, it's exciting for you. No one has to motivate you. You're ready and willing to go and get it done. You see what you're doing and you're doing it to your best. And I always believe is that whatever you're doing, do it as if you're doing it for God, not for your employer or whoever hired you, or whatever reason you might have. But if you're doing it as if you're doing it for God, you will do it to your best. And Martin Luther King Jr. said that if a man is called to be a street sweeper, he should sweep the streets even as Michelangelo painted or Beethoven composed music or Shakespeare wrote poetry. He should sweep streets so well that all the hosts of heaven and earth will pause to say, "Here lived a great street sweeper who did his job well." Now, if you can see purpose in what you're doing and you see it as a calling, it's excitement for you, and you will know at the end of your life you have lived a true your true purpose. You have lived it, you're satisfied, and you have had a life of significance, because what you have created is something lasting. It's something that went beyond your imagination pretty much, and you can live it out. So ask yourself, how connected is your team right now to your vision and mission? Are they aligned with where you're going? And how are you inspiring them to see the end results of what you're doing right now? Now, share this video and like it or comment. Just share maybe one of your biggest takeaway of what you got out of this here. Go and motivate your team to build cathedrals.